History by the Hour, Episode 10, The City Buried Alive. The date is August 24th, 79 AD. The sun rises over the Bay of Naples. In the bustling Roman city of Pompeii, the day begins like any other. Merchants open their shops. Bakers prepare fresh bread. Fishermen unload their morning catch. Children run through crowded streets. The city is prosperous, vibrant, and alive. Nearly 20,000 people call Pompeii home. Its streets are lined with homes, bathhouses, taverns, markets, and temples. Life here feels secure, predictable, normal. Towering above the city is Mount Vesuvius, a massive mountain that dominates the landscape. Most residents pay little attention to it. The volcano has remained quiet for generations. To many, it isn't even considered a volcano anymore. It is simply part of the scenery, a permanent fixture overlooking the city. But beneath the mountain, pressure has been building for years. Molten rock churns deep underground. Gases accumulate. The earth slowly strains under forces no one can see. And before this day is over, one of the deadliest natural disasters in human history will erase Pompeii from the map. Morning, the first warnings. The morning appears ordinary, but not everyone feels comfortable. Some residents report small tremors beneath their feet. The ground shakes lightly, enough to be noticed, not enough to cause alarm. Earthquakes are common in this region. In fact, 17 years earlier, a major earthquake damaged much of Pompeii. Since then, smaller tremors have become part of everyday life. Most people barely react. A merchant pauses for a moment. A customer glances toward a rattling shelf. Then life continues. Nearby animals seem unusually restless. Dogs bark. Horses become nervous. Birds scatter unexpectedly. But no one understands what these signs might mean. No one realizes the mountain is waking up. The city carries on. Shops remain open. Business continues and the streets stay crowded. And as the morning passes, the danger remains hidden. Early afternoon, the mountain explodes. Shortly after midday, everything changes. Without warning, Mount Vesuvius erupts. A colossal explosion tears through the summit. A massive column of ash, gas, and rock blasts into the sky. It rises thousands of feet into the atmosphere. Higher, higher, higher still. People throughout the region stop and stare. The eruption is visible for miles. Those closest to the mountain watch in disbelief. At first, many cannot comprehend what they are seeing. The cloud grows larger every minute. It spreads outward like a giant stone pine tree. Dark, towering, terrifying. Then debris begins falling. Small stones strike rooftops. Ash drifts down through the air. Panic begins spreading through the city. Families rush outside. Neighbors shout to one another. People point toward the mountain. Nobody knows what will happen next. Some immediately decide to flee. Others believe the eruption will soon end. Many choose to stay. It is a decision they will never have the chance to reverse. Late afternoon, darkness at noon. The eruption intensifies. Ash falls faster. The sky begins changing color. Bright daylight slowly fades into an eerie twilight. People cover their mouths with cloth. The air grows thick and difficult to breathe. Visibility drops. Every hour brings more ash, more rock, more fear. The streets become crowded with frightened residents. Families gather belongings. Parents carry children. Merchants abandon shops. Wealthy citizens attempt to save valuables. Others simply try to survive. The roads leading out of Pompeii fill with people. Everyone searching for safety, everyone hoping they are moving in the right direction. Above them, Vesuvius continues roaring. The mountain seems unstoppable. Its eruption grows larger with every passing hour. The city begins disappearing beneath a blanket of volcanic debris. Still, many remain. Still, many hope the worst has passed. They are wrong. Evening, a city begins to die. By early evening, Pompeii no longer resembles the city that had awakened just hours earlier. The streets are almost unrecognizable. A thick blanket of ash now covers the roads. Footprints quickly disappear beneath fresh layers of falling debris. The air is difficult to breathe. Every breath carries dust. Every gust of wind drives more ash into eyes and lungs. Throughout the city, panic spreads. Families rush through the darkness carrying whatever possessions they can manage. Some drag carts overloaded with valuables. Others carry only their children. Many have abandoned everything. For some residents, escape still seems possible. The city gates remain open. Roads leading away from Pompeii are crowded with frightened citizens moving in every direction. But every passing hour makes travel more difficult. The ash continues falling, faster, heavier, relentless. Those attempting to flee soon find themselves struggling through knee-deep deposits. The journey becomes exhausting. Confusion spreads. Which direction is safe? How far has the eruption reached? Will the mountain calm down? No one knows. Inside homes across the city, others choose to stay. Some believe the thick stone walls will protect them. Some fear venturing into the darkness more than remaining where they are. Many gather together in small rooms. Parents comfort terrified children. Neighbors pray. Oil lamps flicker against walls as the outside world disappears beneath darkness. Hours earlier, the sun had shone brightly over the Bay of Naples. Now it feels as though night has arrived long before its time. Witnesses describe a darkness so complete that many could not see their own hands in front of their faces. The eruption cloud has blocked the sky itself. The moon vanishes. The stars vanish. Even daylight seems to have been erased. Outside, strange sounds echo through the city. Buildings groan under the growing weight of volcanic debris. Roofs begin collapsing. The crash of falling stone echoes through narrow streets. Every few minutes, another structure gives way. Each collapse sends frightened residents scrambling for safety. But safety is becoming increasingly difficult to find. The ground continues shaking, not violently, but constantly, enough to remind everyone that the disaster is still unfolding, enough to ensure no one can relax. No one can sleep. No one can escape the growing sense that something even worse is coming. Far above the city, Mount Vesuvius continues erupting with unimaginable force. The volcanic column rises miles into the atmosphere. Millions of tons of ash and rock continue pouring into the sky. Lightning flashes inside the enormous cloud. To those watching below, the mountain appears alive, angry, almost supernatural. The eruption has become the only thing visible on the horizon, the only thing anyone can think about. As the hours pass, hope begins fading. People who waited too long to leave now realize they may be trapped. Streets are blocked. Visibility is nearly zero. Every path out of the city has become dangerous. Many retreat back indoors. Others continue wandering through the darkness, searching desperately for loved ones. The city is no longer functioning. The markets are gone. The shops are abandoned. The baths are empty. The bustling Roman city that had existed for centuries is slowly collapsing into chaos. And yet, the worst part of the disaster has not even arrived. A superheated avalanche of gas, ash, and rock is forming on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. Moving faster than any human can run, a force capable of destroying an entire city in minutes. As midnight approaches, the people of Pompeii continue fighting for survival. Many still believe they can outlast the eruption. Many still believe dawn will bring rescue. But dawn is never coming for Pompeii, because before the sun rises again, the city will be gone. Night, the final hours. As darkness deepens, conditions become even worse. The eruption continues without pause. The city trembles beneath constant earthquakes. Ash falls endlessly from the sky. People are exhausted, terrified, disoriented. Many have been awake for hours. Some have spent the entire day trying to escape. Others remain trapped inside collapsing homes. The air is choking. Every breath burns. Every moment feels longer than the last. Across the city, prayers fill the darkness. Parents hold children close. Families huddle together. Many believe the end is near. For once they are correct, the pyroclastic surge. Then it comes. A superheated cloud of gas, ash, and rock races down the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. This is not a slow-moving flow of lava. This is something far deadlier. The surge moves at incredible speed, faster than horses, faster than people can run, hot enough to instantly destroy everything in its path. Within moments, it reaches Pompeii. The city has no chance. The surge overwhelms buildings, floods streets, consumes entire neighborhoods, temperatures soar. Survivors are caught instantly. The force moves through the city like a hurricane made of fire and ash. Within minutes, Pompeii falls silent. The bustling city that woke up that morning is gone, buried beneath volcanic debris, frozen in time. The lost city. Years pass, then decades, then centuries, and the world moves on. Pompeii disappears beneath layers of ash and earth. Eventually, people forget where it once stood. The city becomes a legend, a story, a memory. Then, nearly 1700 years later, excavations begin. Archaeologists uncover streets, homes, temples, shops, entire neighborhoods preserved beneath the ash. It is one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in history. The disaster that destroyed Pompeii also preserved it. The city becomes a time capsule, offering future generations an extraordinary glimpse into ancient Roman life. Closing. Today, millions visit Pompeii every year. They walk the same streets, see the same buildings, stand where thousands once lived their daily lives. The ruins tell two stories, one of a thriving Roman city and one of unimaginable catastrophe. Because on that August morning in 79 AD, the people of Pompeii woke up expecting an ordinary day. They went to work, opened shops, shared meals, made plans for tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. Instead, they witnessed one of history's most devastating natural disasters. A city swallowed by ash, a civilization frozen in time, and a tragedy remembered for nearly 2,000 years. Pompeii, the city buried alive.